Ugh, when you open your character sheet and realise how few hit points you've got and a point of exhaustion.
You do indeed have a point of exhaustion.
I've only got one for now. This time.
Yeah, and then you'll be dead.
Yep. Yeah, I won't get the next point of exhaustion because probably won't get back up if we get knocked down again.
This is like week number 3 that we've been threatened with the TPK, so I don't know.
No.
It could happen.
I don't know, it's progressively getting worse.
I don't know, I felt the Sturge fight wasn't too bad.
Oh, I don't know. It could have gone really badly, but we managed okay.
Yeah, it could have gone bad, but I think
I mean,
it came out okay.
Esmeralda did nearly permanently die. I know she's not a player, but still.
Yeah, I mean, and take into account, like, the last death that I had was a fireball through a window, so...
God, that was so rough.
I'll take no ownership. Only that we all have to rest 40 feet apart from each other in future.
So, Mr. Death and Wan, could you please confirm when music starts, if music is more reasonable tonight? Because I changed all that after complaints. I didn't realise it when you had set the combat music was like so loud that you could barely hear us talking.
Classic volatile reactions.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. So we pick up outside in the rain that isn't on this map because it becomes enormous. Cora's owls fluttering around. The floor slick with blood and viscera from the strigoi and their sturges. Esmeralda looking awful. What are we all doing?
I think the plan was to press on towards what we assumed to be the heart.
Well, I think we all need a bit of a heal up though, right? I mean, Esmeralda absolutely does. Cora could do with one, I could do with one. I'm
no worse than I was before the start of the fight.
Okay, well...
I mean, I'm not great.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to... I mean... Esmeralda's just gonna have a heal, right? I feel like I need to save some spell slots for a...
The boss. the boss in the campaign.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to have any by the time we get to Strahd. I think I need to save a... what's my thing called? Beacon of Hope, which is 3rd level, and I've got no 3rd levels left. And then we all use some spells and whatever healing we've got to get the maximum out of it. I think I'm gonna have to burn a 3rd level. I just don't know. Because if I use Cure Wounds on it now, I'll do like 1d8 unless I burn a high-level slot, and might still do absolutely shit all with it.
Should we use some healing potions or some such?
Well,
Or do we need to save them?
I think if we're gonna do any abundance of healing, then we should do it when I've used my Beacon of Hope. Because obviously we will then get the full hit points of healing potions as well. If we're gonna... we should have done this prior to all the hit point potions we had last time, to be honest. But it was a little bit after the fact that we were taking as long a rest as we did. I think we need to... I think we should do some full heals. I think we should take 10 minutes. Let me cast Beacon of Hope. Actually, is that 10 minutes? No, it's not. That's only 1 minute. No, it's an action. I think I should cast Beacon of Hope and then heal us all up as much as I can. And we have some healing potions as well.
I think we've got to do what we got to do.
Okay.
Otherwise, I mean, we can't really go in to battle half. Well, not a half health at this low because we die to like a fireball, you know.
Yeah, this is it. All we would be doing now is basically healing potions.
Feeding him XP.
Yeah. So we're all gonna go under here, and we're gonna. Actually, as I walk past the window, is Vanya still sleeping there?
Yes.
Okay. Then, as we get out of the rain, I am going to... 1 second. Okay. I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope. Are we going to go for a big heal? We're going to use everything we've got, basically, to get ourselves going?
Other than like 1 or 2 minor emergency potions or something, I think.
Well, how many potions have we got? Because if we've only got 1 or 2 left, then...
I've got 1 potion of healing.
I've got 2.
I have got...
I also have the ability to cast 3 more lots of Goodberry, but that does use the same spell slots as Hunter's Mark.
I would... Did we say... Have we used Goodberry for bringing people back around?
I gave us all 3, and then I've got 1 left over as an emergency currently.
I'm saying previously, have we been able to use Goodberry to bring somebody back from 0
I
hit
thought
points?
we didn't because it involved chewing. Let me have a look. Where's my Well, it's not. It's not in my. It's not in my.
Months ago.
I feel like we haven't. I feel like we said that because they couldn't swallow it.
Yeah, we'll be
it's
chewing
not like
and
a
swallowing.
potion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think we should use some now to try and get a few more back?
We might. I mean, they.
It would literally be 3 each to the 3 of us.
I can go with that.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about you.
Let's not do it yet. Let's do as much healing as we can, and then if we need to heal anybody up, like with an extra 10 hit points, just give them all to one person. It's better giving them 10. I think 10 to one person than 3 points each. Like 10 points might make you survive a hit. 3 points is like it was a flip of the coin whether it was going to do anything anyway. But I would say for now.
that's to be starting at 0. There could be the difference between surviving and not surviving if you've got like 30 and they hit 32.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That's just a roll of the dice. That's a gamble. Whereas 10 hit points is potentially a hit either way. With a lot of stuff that we fight. Well, yeah. Yeah, at this stage, yeah, and everything's doing over 10. Okay, so am I burning this? Yeah, we're just gonna try and do a heal up.
I think so.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with Beacon of Hope, which I have to cast. Oh,
hang on.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to invite, get Davian and stuff up here, should we do that first?
We said we weren't going to do that.
Yeah, in character,
we're not allowed.
Muriel, because they're still fighting, Muriel was going to signal them to come up.
Didn't we say that any NPCs were going to benefit us in some way, but he wasn't going to allow us to follow them around and stuff?
Exactly.
Yeah,
We
but
don't know
they'd be up here, right, rather than down there?
No, because they're still fighting stuff down there. So the idea was that Muriel was going to stay here, and then when it's clear, they're all going to come up here on their own when we're not here.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I am going to have to cast. I'm going to have to cast Beacon of Hope at a 4th level spell.
I take it that we're just assuming that we're never ever going to be able to rest in this place, and then we're going to get fireballed every time we try to.
Probably.
Given how the first one went, I think that's probably the case.
Right, I think now we should all use our potions of healing because I think I need the spell slots. I don't know. Do we want me to have spell slots or do we want potions of healing?
Are those the only two options?
Well, I mean, I've got 2 5th level spells, 1 4th level spell, and 2 2nd level spells, and 2 first. So basically, I've burned the majority of my high level spells now, spell slots.
So I mean, if Cora and I have got 3 health potions between us, how many do anyone else have left?
Does it not seem wise to save those for targeting at the people that are going to need it more? Like, if Halvor's got loads of health left and we're dying, and we could have saved the potion it would have given to him, say, or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if I keep 1 potion to revive someone if needed, well, are we going to Beacon of Hope for 2 potions? Is that all the healing we've got?
Oh no, I'm going to be burning some I'm going to have to burn some spell slots as well, I think. It's whether I'm burning spell slots first or healing potions first.
Did Ez or Muriel still have any healing potions?
Ez used her last.
Muriel does have some, though, doesn't? I know.
She
She
has
did
one.
give some because she was going to use them on people.
Yeah, just
we're going to be
one
taking
of
that. We're going to be taking that right back off her.
So why she didn't want it? Who should she? Who should it go to?
Just one of us for now. Just give it to Cora for now. Right. So Esmeralda's going to need a full heal.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Cora, you should have a healing potion in your bag now.
Thank you.
So.
Should I change that to 2?
So I've got 2 5th level spell slots, so I can heal. 1 second. So I can heal 2 of us for 42 hit points, and that will take up my 2 5th level spell slots.
And this isn't... are you using prayer of healing this time? Because we do have 10 minutes to spare.
Oh, it's not. No, it's not. It's not 10 minutes. This is Beacon of Hope, so that we get the maximum healing. Prayer of healing. I've traded that out for the mass healing word, but that's really low healing. But it lets us do it to everybody.
Sure, do that as needed, and I guess we'll top up anyone else with potions that we think needs it after.
Okay, right. Well, I'm going to heal Esmeralda first because she's on death's door. She can have 42 DM.
42 HP onto Ez.
I will give Cora 42.
Thank you.
And then I'll give myself 34, which is my 4th level spell slot. So that takes me up to 59. I would suggest. So I've now got 2 level 2 spell slots. I've got 2 level 1s and 2 level 2s. That's all I've got left now.
Whew.
Yeah.
If
I would.
Do you have stuff that's worth using them for, or are they going to be heals?
I'm at this stage now. It's only going to be heals. I am going to be. I am now a glorified healer that isn't a healer. So I am not a life cleric, and I'm a level 5 cleric to boot.
If they are heals, is it worth using them while Beacon of Hope is up?
Well, this is the thing. I think we are probably going to be better keeping some of the healing potions, I guess. Because then anybody can use them. I'm the only one that can cast Cure Wounds, so we might as well just use them to heal, right?
I suppose so.
So, that means then I can do another 18 hit points to 2 people.
You and Az, probably.
What are you on now?
I'm on 59. Where's my AC? Oh yeah, that's fine. And yeah, I'm on 59. And what are you on, Cora?
I'm on 79 of 108.
Can I have a roll me perception, please?
No.
Come on, DM. This is like happening in seconds. This.
But fucking not. I wish it was.
All right. Oh yeah, but it is in character. Come on.
Okay, thank you.
You're just doing that to shut us up.
Okay.
Bartandalis. You just hear a slight scrape or some sort of noise. Just something catches your attention just around the corner. Just a slight fleeting sound under the hammering of the rain.
And then I will look to the others, and I'll put my finger to my lips, and then point around the corner, without actually pointing around the corner. And then I look to Cora and I tap her ring.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same.
I'm going to kind of hold my fist around to have a little look around.
And what do we see?
You see a black cat with jade eyes stalking along a wall line towards your position.
I am going to cast Bright Lance. I'm going to start charging it, and I'm going to hold it, and then I'm going to step out and fire it at the cat.
Is that stone just part of the music?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the music.
Okay.
Oh, don't remember that in the track last time. The
Does it
cat.
get bamf?
It does, but it's just sat there and looks at you, and you see it coming, and Bartandalis, you almost swear that it smiles before your bright lance crashes into it and snuffs it out.
So we need to move. Ludmilla knows we're here.
Do you need to one of my healing potions just to hang on to, or?
I've got one.
Okay. I would like to give the not the black sap, the oil of sharpness to Esmeralda, because she has weapons that it will be more useful for. She can apply it in a minute, and for 1 hour the coated item is magical and has +3 attack and damage.
Nice.
Nice.
When do you want to apply it now, or are you going to signal later when it's time? How long does it last for? Lasts for... Well, where are we?
I've lost it.
I've taken it, but black sap here doesn't have anything
No,
about
not the black
weapons.
sap, the
Oh.
oil of sharpness.
Oh, sorry, I've taken your black sap. Let me give it back.
It lasts for an hour.
Okay, are you wanting her to apply it now, or...
Yes,
Later
I
on.
think so.
Okay, so...
And then we're going to move. While she's doing that, I'm going to say Cora should give Ez one of the healing potions. I want to hold on to my my level 1 and level 2 spell slots because I'm going to need them for shield. Shield's going to keep me alive more than hit points, more than thingies are.
Do you mean give to Esmeralda, or is it administer it to Esmeralda?
Well, yeah, to give it for her to chug
Okay,
while we're still under the effects of things, so she will get 10 hit points off the healing potion, DM.
Okay, applying 10 HP to Esmeralda. delete your potion, please, Cora.
Okay.
And then are you on the move?
Yeah.
Yes, however, I'm also going to take the black sap for myself. A creature subjected to a dose of black sap cannot be... It's so awkward that it searches for me as well, because it's closing the thing I'm reading when you search. Immune can't be charmed or frightened for 1d6 hours, and then you have to roll a constitution saving throw or become poisoned and addicted.
Okay.
So I consume it. It will last for 4 hours.
Okay.
For each consumed must be DC 15 con save. I succeed. So, for temporarily immune to charmed and frightened. And if so Cora's got 1 potion left, I've got 2 and you've got 1. Shall we just give Ez an extra top up since we're under the effects now, and then we'll still all have 1?
Sorry, say again.
I've got 2. You've got a health potion. Cora's got a health potion, and I've got 2. So shall I give 1 to Esmeralda now while we're still under the effects, or to you even?
Give it to Ez because she's in combat a bit more than I am.
Okay.
Normally,
Deleting
so.
1. That's 10 more HP for Ez, please.
Okay, 10 more HP on Ez.
And
We're off.
I'm going. I will move stealthily. Guys, try and not get too close to me again.
As an action DM, I'm going to bamf Angelo. He's on my shoulder.
Okay. Your panther is following. You see this doorway ahead, Cora. It is a standard-sized doorway. What do you intend your giant horse-sized owls to do here?
Is this like the tower that we can see ahead of us?
Yes. Yeah.
And are there any sort of windows or anything around it?
Not, but you can see from here. Oh, further up, you see very small windows.
Okay, nothing owl-sized.
No, certainly not.
I am going to station them outside of anything that looks like it's a big enough entrance for something else to come in to stop any foes coming towards us.
Okay.
Sentry owls. I can hear it in there. The heart.
I'm keeping my eyes up and around, looking above us, looking around us to make sure nothing's coming at us.
So what do I see from just this one step in?
I'm about to start telling you. So, looking down, you see a mosaic floor that adds a touch of colour. As you step in, the reddish light flares high overhead, then settles into a dull, pulsing red glow. You now see and fully appreciate the immensity of this tower. The spiral staircase circles up the tower's full height. The tower, 60 feet wide at its base, becomes narrower as it climbs. At the pinnacle of the hollow tower, a large crystal heart pulses with red light.
I will step out towards...
Ooh.
And no banisters.
No banisters. What else are they going to tell you? Sorry. Yeah, the pulsing of that heart, you can feel like your own veins and like your eardrums just vibrating with each pulse of it, Halvor. And you see. Oh, that's a mistake on my part. You see the stairs go down, stairs go up, and there are 2 doorways on this floor of the room as well. Exits include north, south, and Dennis.
I will step out real quickly so I can describe the scene to anyone who hasn't entered already. I assume we should go upwards towards the Crystal Heart and make some attempt to destroy it.
Doesn't it seem wise to try and do that without necessarily touching it if we can? I don't imagine it's going to be anything good if we do.
Well, I'm not sure how even to destroy it, but I think ascending is the best thing. There is a couple of doors on this floor, so I think we should check those first.
I think I should fire some arrows at it and see what happens.
Maybe wait until we've at least cleared out this floor first. Has that door closed since I saw it, or was it supposed to be closed?
It was meant to be closed.
Okay.
Yeah, you've not just heard a nothing to see here.
Jimenez is going in front of him.
Ooh.
Ez is what, in front of all of you, or just with Halvor, do you mean?
I think she's going to be in between us. I think we're going to have to close it in and narrow up a little bit for now.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to be getting separated into different rooms, and we don't want to do that either.
As you all are on the balcony, the heart gives a great big shudder, and the tower itself shakes. Can everyone please make me a DC 10 dex saving throw? The floor and the walls shake and you all stagger for a moment and risk losing your footing, but you all manage to just maybe drop to a knee, maybe you just grab onto a wall and brace yourself. You manage to avoid falling, and after a moment, the vibration stops. Halvor, you see ahead dark alcoves lining the walls of this long hall. The ceiling has fallen here, leaving rubble strewn across the floor and rain pouring in from overhead. Above, the beams of Ravenloft's roof are exposed. Lightning from the dark clouds above sporadically illuminates the hall, lighting the faces of life-sized humans in the alcoves. You can't see their faces properly from here.
I step out, and it's a hall of statues. At the end, there's a staircase that looks like it goes further up, and to the left here, there's another door on this floor. But I don't think we should tarry here. I think the more we explore, the more likely we're going to find something we don't want to find.
Is there any way we can shore up this door to stop something coming through this way while we're trying to destroy the heart? Are those big bits of stone on the floor?
Ahead of you, yeah, this is part of where the ceiling's caved in.
Oh no, I meant in the circular room.
Mm-hmm. But that's
not sure.
But that's like a floor below you.
Oh yeah. Or just close the door.
What do you think? Is it worth exploring things on this floor, or should we make for our objective and try and stay safe?
I think the longer we're here and the more doors we open, the more we're likely to attract attention. We need to get up there and do what we need to do.
Yeah, I think since we've managed to find it, we should get in and, if we can, get out as quickly as possible.
I will think to myself and speak to Tenebrous.
Oh, fuck, I've got it loaded up. Yeah, go on.
I think for a moment of what I'm going to say to Tenebrous as the DM gets
I bet you there'll be an update for it. Yeah, go on. Yeah, mull over it for a moment. While he's mulling over what he's going to say, Cora and Halvor, what are you doing?
We were just discussing the fact that I've got still a little raven figurine that could go up and look at the heart at a closer thing. We were planning on going up the stairs, I think. I would probably say to Halvor, are you sure that I shouldn't just try and fire an arrow at it? Or do you think that might set off some kind of warning?
I think that any attack on it will almost certainly set off some kind of warning, but I think getting a closer look might at least give us some hints. Perhaps it's suspended from above. Perhaps we can damage its suspension, drop it down through the floors or something. I don't know.
It's going to be magical. It's going to be floating there.
Sure, but we have some magical weapons.
Huh.
But I think that we need to get a little bit of a better view.
Okay, off we go. Blop, blop, blop.
And what was Bartender's thinking of asking?
I was like, do you have any idea what this thing is? We're in Ravenloft. There's some huge pulsating crystal.
The fruits of his labor. An object of much research. It is very precious to him. What did your book say about it?
It said... what did it say to him? The only thing I can remember was me making the Sheldon meme with the blackboard. What is the heart? Have you got it at hand, Halvor? I know you had you were reading about the heart the other day, right?
To summarise, off the top of my head, you knew that it was part of a castle, and there was a reference somewhere to the castle defending it.
The castle will defend the heart.
That doesn't sound great. Do you think that's why the roof might have caved in? Someone else tried to attack it before?
Maybe. Yes, we go up. We have a look.
This way is the up way.
Indeed. Bypassing the incredibly tempting doorway. Oh god, it is so tempting. What are the odds that there's just a bunch of monsters behind it? Who knows?
I don't think that we should invite anything through a door by opening it. Let's just go up the stairs. Come on, keep going. Good boy.
We're playing very, twice bitten right now.
Oh, that's interesting. I haven't had to activate the scene. That's interesting to me.
Where's Cora?
I don't own any tokens with vision in this scene.
That's weird.
Oh.
Everybody else made it up. Did you go onto the wrong one, Cora? Did you go down the stairs?
What?
Yeah, I've put you back on now.
I am conscious of the vibrations. I am kind of holding onto the wall a little bit as well.
Okay.
With my web walking.
Everyone make me a DC 10 deck save.
Oh no, how far?
To be fair, with Danger Sense, I think that should have been an advantage, should it not?
Isn't it effective or cause you damage? Like direct damage?
I will double check.
To be fair.
Uncanny Sense, when things are nearby and are as they should be, giving you an edge when you dodge away from danger. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects you can see, such as traps and spells.
This is not something you can see. This is the floor shaking. There's not like an object you're avoiding or a detection. It's just your ability to keep your footing when the floor is shuddering. So I would rule that does not. Halvor, you slip and you see Halvor conscious, but you are currently 5 floors up. Halvor just sort of turns to you, maybe as if to warn you to be careful, but as he turns, the shudder intensifies and like the front of his foot just slips and he almost just topples to the side. And Halvor,
Grab onto the ledge.
You can make me a DC 18 dex save to grab onto it.
As he goes, can I dive forward and try and grab him?
Don't you have inspiration? This might be a good option.
He manages to grab onto it as he slips.
I was well reminded, though. That is useful to know.
Halvor is hanging from his fingertips off the edge, his feet kicking out in the air.
We run over to help him.
Yep. Lying flat though, so that if it wobbles again, it can't wobble me off.
What a phrase.
You managed to pull Halvor back up.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 5 floors, fucking hell. How high is each floor?
50 foot.
Oh, God.
This is death. This is a deadfall. If we go off here, we're done.
I am going to, at this point, instruct my panther that if anybody is falling or looks like falling, he needs to leap to their defense as quickly as he can to try and drag them back on. He's a big boy, he can do that.
What?
The panther.
So if someone is in mid-air falling off...
If someone's like Halvor just was then, and
You
we
mean,
had to
you mean
rush over to
hanging?
him.
Oh, I forgot if someone is in mid-air, you wanted a panther to, like, what? Lean its mouth
Jump
and
on
its
top of
front
them.
and its front paws off and not go falling. Okay, that makes more sense.
And not to be a doomsday or anything, is Esmeralda not rolling these checks?
Yeah, yes, good shout. She did in the first one. Let's have a look. Esmeralda.
I mean, is the panther rolling, or is he so agile?
No,
Got
Panther,
4 legs.
Panther should as well.
Panther is so
good
low
shout.
to the ground, and he's a panther. Come on.
Oh. Panther does go off the edge. Panther
No!
Panther can
Does
make
he not
it.
scramble on?
Panther can
Have you
make
ever watched Lion King?
Panther's gonna make a
He
DC
should get-
18 dex saving throw to grab on.
He should get double. He
Panther-
should get advantage because he's got 4 feet.
That's not how it works. Panther
We've only got
goes
2.
off. Panther is 5 floors at 250 foot. That's 5 floors at 50 foot.
He
That
did.
is 250 feet, which is what? 25 d10 is that? 25 d6 is that? Roll.
I think it caps at 20,
25.
but yeah.
Roll.
This is your fault,
20
Bertie.
d6. Let's have a look. The Panther takes 65 damage. How much health does it have? 13. The Panther.
I feel that you're
just
being
disappears.
just facetious now.
Yeah.
I think he's
Bartandalus
just trying to
says.
see whether there's anything left of it.
Bartandalus says, "Long live the king," and just pulls his paws off.
Did Esmeralda make it?
She did. Are they not showing up? It sounds public. She got a. Where are we? 15. She got.
I think that panther would have definitely stayed on. If I was walking around on all fours, I'm definitely more stable than if I was going on just
I mean,
stood up.
when I'm a player in your campaign, I'll look forward to seeing your Panther physics.
I continue up, and I'm gonna walk with my back against the outer wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
The wall, the map doesn't reflect it, but the wall is just filled with small alcoves and thousands of tiny, almost like tea-light candles, and you just see like names etched in front of them and scribbled, just names that you do not recognise.
Mordenkainen was here. Are these alcoves not big enough for us to get in when the room starts
No,
shaking?
they're like shoebox sized. They're not like
Okay.
they're like little shelves, not alcoves. You could go, not corrals.
Sure.
Has Barty come on? Okay.
Looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yep.
You are climbing ever higher. The beat of the heart getting louder, and the noise. Sorry, the light getting brighter.
Halvor's not on
Can
my
you all
screen.
please make? He is. Can you all please
not.
make me a DC 10 deck save, please?
I'm refreshing to get Halvor back, sorry.
Okay.
Now I don't only token with vision in this scene.
Interesting, because I can see you on the thing, and you were moving a minute ago.
Adding you back on.
I'm on Halvor's screen, but I still don't have anything.
Reload, man.
Is this illuminated enough that the sun sword light is not enough? Like, I don't need it to see?
Correct. Why do you intend to stow it? You would dim it, okay.
Not stow, but I'm going to reduce the light. Can I turn it off without the sword be going away? Oh, let me find out. A minimum of 10 feet, okay. She's both logged out and refreshed, and it still says she does not own a token.
Can you add her on again, man? I've added her on once again. In the meantime, you've dimmed the light. What's everybody else doing?
I'm going to continue around this flat section. I'm still going to be moving back to the wall for maximum stability, like almost leaning against the wall, and making my way to this next staircase.
It's a great description. Let's see if it does anything. After Barty finishes what he's saying, let's do a DC 10 dex save.
What, we're doing another one on this thing already?
Yep. It's,
Well,
it's beating faster as you climb.
I wanted to say we need to tie ourselves together with rope. If one of us go, we should be able to hold each other.
I have some rope,
But I'm not in the world.
but I can't see anything, so...
I mean, I think we've got plenty from in the bag of holding anyway, from when we went to Selenka, so...
Yeah, I've got some as well. Okay, we tie ourselves around the waists.
But before you do tie yourselves, let's do that save.
Does leaning against the wall give me a great advantage on this save?
It does not, unfortunately, because the walls themselves are shaking.
I'm presuming spider climb, it's basically just bouncing me off the walls anyway.
Yeah.
Do I need to do another dex saving throw? I can't fall.
No, it was a nat 1, but it doesn't count
No,
for
I mean
skill
for the
checks.
time before.
Didn't you do the previous one?
No, because I was not. Well, I'm still not on the screen. I still don't have any vision.
We'll skim that because people wouldn't have been stood here talking about ropes and stuff and carrying their way up if you'd fallen off. Are you back on here now? Can you see again if you're making rolls?
Nope.
What the fuck? Let's have a look. Owner, yeah, represent actor is Cora. I don't know what to. I don't know what to suggest.
Hopefully the next map is visible.
I mean, I can see a Halvor screen, so it's not like I can't.
Yeah,
see
that's a good point. And do you see now when I'm moving you on Halvor's screen?
Yeah.
Okay. You are just Esmeralda. Come again.
I can't see Halvor though.
Are you taking my piss?
See?
No.
Oh, fuck's sake. Who knows? You're on this.
We'll see on the next.
No, you're on this fucking map for a while now. This is several floors on one scene. So this is gonna be a right fucking shitter. But okay, we all continue up.
We'll see what happens when we teleport in a second then.
Yeah.
Halvor loses vision as well, and then we're all screwed.
So are we all bound together then? Yeah, like 10 feet apart.
Oh.
Oh. Get out of that! Get out of that, Halvor. You stay.
I'm out.
You stay where I put. You stop moving, Halvor. I will assume direct control. Okay.
Ooh.
Now,
I'll move up now then.
Yes.
Oh, I'm outside.
I don't know why, because stay. For fuck's sake, people moving. Maybe put like I will move you, and then put you outside. I don't know why. I will then move you to where you should be, and I'll add another Cora on for good measure, because why not?
So I still can't see Halvor. Let me hit F5.
So what? Let me hit F5. How is your vision now if you all F5 again? Now I've reloaded.
For them, the active scene is Ravenloft 6.
Oh, I am now down with Esmeralda on our own.
Okay, that's fine, because if I delete you from there, you should see that there is another one of you. Press tab if you can, Cora.
Hey, I'm back!
But I don't see Halvor. Is Barty on top of him? Barty, do you see Halvor next to you now?
Yes.
Way.
I
Is
do
this,
too.
is this heart a giant
Okay.
token?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I did try and target it.
I did as well.
So-
What?
As you come up and you come level, you cannot reach this from the edge. It's you see there are no chains, no moorings. It just floats, suspended in midair. It is about 10 foot away from the edge, so spells, ranged and reach weapons could hit it if you wanted it to, but it is just there with a huge, deafening at this point pulse. The walls all around you are lined with hanging halberds, and you see to the south a doorway that, through the illumination of the red light spilling out onto the stonework, you see rain pounding down onto it, and it would seem that there is an exit onto some sort of walkway beyond. And stairs continue upwards further through the tower above the heart.
Are we all tied off with each other, yeah?
If you took the time to, you are all tied together.
Okay.
Dude, so it's just literally hanging there. There's literally nothing
It
attached
is,
to it
it
whatsoever.
is floating in midair.
I think before we try and attack it, perhaps we should continue a little further.
With what purpose?
Well, perhaps there's a ballista around the corner. I don't know.
Yeah, we're just going to keep a weapon right next to this heart for you.
A heart-destroying weapon right nearby.
How handy. I think if we could make it drop, if it's made of crystal, would it not shatter?
Does it look like... Did you say it's made of crystal?
It looks crystalline, yeah.
Crystalline. Okay.
Could we fire an arrow to get a rope around it, like tie an arrow to a rope to an arrow and get that around it and maybe drag it down in some way?
We'd have to have something heavy on the other end of that rope to pull it down with.
I could summon something heavy.
Given
it
the
look-
size of it and the fact that it's floating magically, I'm not sure a yank is going to do it.
Does it look like there's anything inside it, DM? It's not like a sarcophagus like the amber, is it, or anything?
Maybe a perception check. DC
Also, I can't get back on the stairs.
DC 30.
Oh, right.
I'll pop you on the stairs.
Thank you.
That's impossible to make.
No, it's not.
It is for me.
Oh.
I would have to roll a 23.
You do not see anything that appears to be inside. There's no shifting of smoke or shape like you saw inside the sarcophagus, just a steady pulsing of this red light.
There's a doorway on the other side. I think we should check it out and at least get off these stairs to some flat ground.
In the order that we bound together.
Bartandalus,
Oh, okay, yeah.
give me a DC 18 wisdom saving throw, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I?
And can everyone make me a perception check, please?
Does anyone else have music? I have no music.
Yes,
Yeah, I got it.
there is music.
This doesn't like me today, does it?
Is everybody else making... Oh, sorry. Halvos came up. Barty, are you making a perception check?
You said Halvar and Korok. You want me to do it as well?
I said... Did I? If I said
You said
everyone...
Halvar and... Yeah. You said Halvar and Korok.
Absolutely thought I said everyone. I don't know why I said that. Bart, can you make one as well? Well, to be fair, both dual 28s. You notice the nearest halberd just quiver slightly for a moment, separate, independent to the rhythmic vibrations of the tower.
Careful, the tower will protect it, remember.
I mean, if we think that these things are going to try and attack us, maybe we should do something about them before they get the chance.
I mean, there were hundreds of them lining these stairs, right, Ian?
No, hundreds of candles, just halberds on this floor.
Oh, okay.
How many
So
does it look like?
the artwork is different then, because there was artwork. There was halberds all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
On this floor, a quick count, you count about 12.
Okay.
What do I see out of this doorway?
You see, as you sort of get to the edge, you have to sort of grab onto the edge, onto the doorway a second as a strong wind blows across a slender bridge of stone and masonry. You see it heads out over, without banister or railing, to what looks to be like a middle platform of a larger tower, and then from that a smaller tower continues even higher, to what you'd recognise from the outside as being Ravenloft's highest peak. So you're currently in the fattest tower, but there is another tower that carries on still.
I think that we should ascend this one, don't you?
I think we should get rid of this heart as soon as we can. We need to do something about this before someone comes here and stops us.
Does this set of stairs coming look like it would take us above where the heart is?
This set here? It will, yeah. You see there is a ceiling above you. This staircase will take you above this floor to some sort of room. It is not just a continuation of the tower's height.
Lindsay just turns to me and said, "Jump on it and then stab it with a some sword." So I asked her, "And then what?" And she just made this confused face like, "I don't know."
Well, he's attached to us on rope.
True, with enough... I mean, I would definitely fall. I would end up at least a floor below you.
But if
It's 10 foot away, so it's like 10 foot from you to Cora. You just have to stab it on the edge.
I'd be dangling and you'd have to manage to pull me back up or something.
we can do that between three of us.
Yeah.
Unless I want to risk getting a cursed halberd and using that to attack it, but that's not fancy radiant damage.
I mean,
Otherwise,
reality,
I'll do it. You can give the sun sword to me. I'm lighter.
What we have to take into consideration is the moment we even jump towards it, I think we're going to be fighting every halberd in here.
Unless we set fire to them all first.
I imagine if we try to do that, they're still all then going to try and fight us.
Flaming halberds.
We just made it worse!
So, did you say the stairs up basically just go up to the ceiling and there's not like a floor there already?
Yeah.
Or?
There's a ceiling above you. The staircase looks like it will go through that to a floor above you, above the roof.
Do you think we should go up a floor and see what's there first? Something could be up there.
Yeah.
Procrastinating much?
No, just not running in headlong without knowing what we're doing. We're half dead
That's
already.
Cora's favourite.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh. Is that a bed?
I don't have Cora's token on here though.
I do.
We don't have yours, so there.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh.
Oh, what's happening? Oh.
Oh, the bed looks a lot worse than I thought it was.
You ascend these last steps. The stairs end at a dark and dreary room with manacles attached to the walls. It is dark. In the middle of the room is a wood-framed bed fitted with leather restraints. At the foot of the bed rests a closed iron chest, its lid sculpted with an emblem. A wooden ladder leads up to a trapdoor in the ceiling. Thin streams of water drip through the trapdoor's rotting wood, forming a puddle around the base of the ladder. The room is dark, but as the lightning cracks in the room, you see Strahd von Zarevich
Really?
as he turns towards you with somewhat of a smile, his hand resting on the hilt of a sword at his belt. At last. I must say I am disappointed in your progress. I'd imagined you'd be here sooner. His eyes drift to Bartandalus. Tell me, did it trouble you to witness the death of your lover? And before he replies, I would give to you, Halvor, that yes, you do see a very slight, but manageable so far, smouldering of his skin.
Oh.
Are we supposed to be back onto the map?
No, just art.
We can be if you'd like to be.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you'd like token dropped him or something. Okay.
Oh, I have, but you were on a transition.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Do we recognise, or are we close enough to be able to see the emblem that's on the chest?
I would say not from this distance. You wouldn't have seen this until we'd gotten a bit.
Yeah, until we're here. I hadn't known her for that long. And her, like most of the people here, they're not important.
I had such high hopes for you. At first. And then, Halvor, it was you who took my interest, who seemed to foster such potential. I was almost bored to find that inevitably it fell to Bartandalus. He seemed somewhat too obvious a choice.
Potential for what? Desire for dark arts?
For the bargain made, the deal struck, the fate sealed. I see it
Glad
in
to
your
see
eyes.
you're impressed by my resilience.
It makes you utterly boring to me, Halvor. But you, Bartandalus, you are not worthy. I fought to make a successor of you, to steer you to here. But I am deeply unimpressed.
A successor implies that you're not planning to stick around.
I do not think it will be necessary for you to speak again whilst I am here.
Yeah, lots of people say that, and yet I keep speaking.
His eyes just dart over to you for a moment, as his fingers sort of flex on the hilt of his sword. And have you found her yet, Halvor? Your friends who know have not yet said anything to you. But she is here.
I imagined she would be. In some form or other.
It is of equally little measure. We all know there's an end coming to this. When I first created this world centuries ago, I did not fathom the true power of knowledge. To know the future, Cora, to see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never have contained such forbidden truths. He rolls a shoulder. we each play out the paths written for us. Madame Eva and Taraka foretold mine eons ago. Free will, sort of waves his arm dismissively, is an illusion. And he will draw his sword.
Deanne,
Yes.
I don't think I've ever had it when we've been confronted with him, and as I do still have one available, can I try to extract name on Strahd von Zarovich?
You can.
I think he's going to have some good saves.
Might be.
Yeah.
You fail.
Well, we'll take your word for it.
As you probe the mind, it does not extract anything. Strahd draws his sword.
You fulfilled your destiny. It's time for us to fulfill ours. And I will brandish the sun sword and head in for an attack.
Well, initiative.
Whoa.
Initiative will determine how
I thought
that
so,
goes.
but yes.
That was a bold move, Alvor.
Oh my god, he's got high initiative. Fucking hell.
Not higher than my 2!
Oh, Ez hasn't rolled. The one time Ez doesn't roll like a 25. Strahd draws the sword. Halvor moves to him, and with unerring speed, he just ducks and shoots across the room to Bartandalis, who he will slash out at twice with his sword.
Shield.
Okay, tick it off. Has it applied your AC automatically?
No.
No, okay. I will make his next one at a -5 then. Still hits. The sword just swings across you. That is all he will do. Cora, you're next. What are you doing? Halvor, you're up after that. Then Ez, then Barty, be thinking about what you're doing. Don't know what you're concentrating on there.
I'm going to get my +2 arrows out and fire some +2 arrows at him. Oh yeah, Hunter's Mark.
Some sort of macro error there. It hits.
And again.
Oh, there's something I need to change there as well. Okay.
Excellent, and then I'm going to use some movement. I'm going to be here.
Okay, Ava, make me a perception check, please. Halvor, I'd make the AC a bit higher from you from where you are. Bart, as Strahd is up in your face, you notice as the arrow hits him from Cora, you could almost swear that the pulse of red light coming up behind you from the stairwell is stronger for just a flash of a moment when the arrow hits him, and then it's back to normal. Anything else from you, Cora?
No, for now I'm good.
Okay. As your turn ends, Strahd slashes out with the sword again at Bartandalus with speed.
-5.
Yes, -5. Yeah, goes wide. Just crashes off your shield. Truly the power of a Dark Lord, yes. You feel it, don't you? Halvor, it's you.
Filled it for long enough.
When does shield last until?
His next
Start your turn.
The beginning of my next turn.
I am going to have a surge of adrenaline as I grit my teeth together. It's your turn, what would you like to do? It's your turn, what would you like to do? It's your turn, what would you like to do? Shut up, pop-ups. I will run this way. And then I'm gonna bait and switch Bartandalus. So I expend my superiority die, which is this. You have an additional 2 AC until the start of my next turn, and we swap spaces.
Nice.
And then I've still got a little bit more movement, so I'm going to move some more. Circling him, and I'm going to strike out. In fact, I'll go the. In fact, no, I raged for my bonus action, so I'll strike out with the Sun Sword. I believe that you two have met. I didn't target him. I assume that hits.
It does.
Could you apply 30 damage to him, please? And then I'll go in for a second one in a thrusting motion.
Also hits.
And that is it.
As the Sun Sword strikes across him, you see no wounds on Strahd at all. The Sun Sword just sort of passes into him kind of for a moment, but you see no injury. However, with the second strike, you just hear a terrible crystalline crash come from beneath you. And the light, the red light spilling up, disappears. And Strahd looks, a flash of absolute rage on his face for a moment, and his face becomes feral looking for just a flash of a moment. Anything else from you?
No, I'm readying to continue fighting, but I'm also a little bit in shock at hearing the loud noise from below us.
Was it a loud enough sound for us to think that the heart has crashed to the floor?
Dunno. Up to you.
Well, no, was it like a cracking beneath us, Zara?
It was a huge shatter. Yeah, that was the one. Ooh. That was the one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Anything else in your Halvor?
No.
Okay. Strahd leaps forward towards you and is going to, with horrifying speed and ferocity, try and bite you, Halvor.
Bite me?
Oh, don't know why it just did it and didn't do it as an attack. What? It's just doing it. Let's have a look. Details.
It's just doing it!
Is that powerful?
Oh, I think it's because it doesn't have it as being against a creature. Oh, it's not actually down as a weapon attack. Okay, give me 1 second. Hopefully this one is. This will just take me a moment, sorry. Okay, yes, let's try it again. He lunges forward and goes to bite you. That's better. 28 hit.
Haha, yes.
His teeth sink into your neck. Can you please make me a Constitution saving throw? Okay, you're good. Esmeralda, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 comes rushing in with her +3 weapons.
Nice.
And she's going to try and go for the rapier and hand axe combo. Oh, Halvor's off target. First one misses. Second one hits. And then the rapier again. Also hits. And I would advise you all to remember that once per turn, Ez can apply a 3 advantage to someone. Barty, it's you. But before that, Strahd slashes out from his bite and plunges his sword towards Ez. The burglar returns, I see.
I'm like, Bartandalus, the heart!
It's Bart.
Okay then. The heart, Bart. I am going to then 1, 2, 3, and like over the edge.
Yep, with spider climb. Yep, spider climb's fine. Yep.
Can I see underneath the edge from here?
You can see. You can, but the tower is pitch black now. Oh, Angelo's on your shoulder, though.
Angelo's on my shoulder.
You see that where the heart was, from seemingly nowhere, just this pinprick point, there is an absolute waterfall of blood just pouring down the tower now. And it's coming from nothing. It looks bizarre.
So from midair where the heart was suspended before?
Yes. Yeah.
It's just a river of blood!
Ah!
And then kind of like, because I'm kind of like on the edge here, I'll then kind of like pop my head over, and I am going to. What is this? I'm going to cast from the Chronal Sphere. I'm going to cast haste on Halvor. Well, I look at my watch. I look at Halvor. You want it?
Yes!
I will cast haste on Halvor, who is now hasted for, is it 1 minute, I think, haste? With no concentration.
Okay. Top of the round.
Sorry, I'm still kind of like down here, over there.
Yeah. Top of the round. The sunlight seems to now have more an effect on Strahd. And you see the smoke and the burning coming up on his face. He glances over to Bartandalus as this exchange takes place, and the power of the Chronal Sphere whirs up, and that pale blue magic leaps from it and just sinks into Halvor. And then Strahd just smiles, diligently wasted. And Strahd just disappears through the floor. Just zoom, down to the
I
floor.
see what
Do I see him disappear? through
Yeah,
it?
you see him just, from peering down below, you just see him, to the point where Angelo's lightness fails, just like a shadow, just go plummeting down the entire length of the tower, it would seem. Just goes down and down until he goes even beyond Angelo's, the light from Angelo's sight. What's everyone
Went
doing?
straight down. Presuming we're all pursuing, and Halvor's really fast at the moment.
Yeah.
Go, Halvor, go!
Do you think it's worth giving chase, or should we take our time?
But if he comes back, or if we leave him, he'll heal. We have to strike now, surely.
This won't be the first or the last time we fight him. This ain't where he dies.
Okay, if you want me to go, I'll go, but who knows what's up or down or in the river of blood?
Do you think we've destroyed the heart? Is that it?
6 seconds have passed.
I guess I'll start running down the stairs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll follow.
So you are going to run down how far of the tower? Let me just move you all.
I'm
onto
gonna,
one
because
spot.
I know that Halvor can like move super quick. So while he's running round, hopefully I can keep up a pace by just spider climbing down the walls and like kind of like passing me as we go.
I'd say not quite keeping pace of the absolute speed. Because if he's dashing, isn't he something like 240 foot per round? If what you remember from the Shishuva, the Dagger Dog chase. When he's like bonus, because he gets an extra action which you can also use to dash. Can't he? Isn't he 40 foot and can like dash 3 times in a turn with haste?
80.
There's one way you could keep.
60,
There's
yes,
one way you
I
can keep
can
pace
do
of him, bartender.
240. Yes, I can technically do 240 around whilst haste is on.
Well,
But
he
Halvor's
doesn't.
got to go around in a circle, whereas Barty can just go straight down.
Yeah, but it's gonna. Yeah, so my dash action will take me to. If we're saying it's 50 feet, if I'm dashing and I'm kind of like going round down the wall along, if he's kind of like providing he decides he's not going too fast, I guess we can kind of like keep pace with each other.
Depends. If he's dashing at his full potential, he's well pulling ahead of you, unless you're jumping
Halvor,
off. Yeah.
and you
There we
letting
go.
me keep up with you. Hold on it. Are you not just dragging us all because we're all attached to rope at the moment?
That's a good point. We should have thought of that.
We should have thought about with the combat.
God, what's it going to be, folks?
I don't think we can keep the. I mean, can't Ez can cast Featherfall, right? Should we just jump?
She can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point.
Let's
do
just
that.
jump, and then she can cast it right at the end, so we all jump together.
We
Okay.
jump.
Yep, you all jump. The tower goes flying by you all. Are you going to try and land on any particular floor, or are you taking it down to its bottom?
I'm gonna land on the Jaguar.
I'm going to send Angelo scooting off ahead so we can at least see the floor coming at us. Oh, we've got Sunsword now. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then
I guess we'll go to the floor. Well, it's Featherfall, isn't it? So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
don't get to control it. You just fall.
okay, you jump down. The tower whizzing past you until your feet hit unfamiliar floor.
Just covered in blood. Is it like filling up
It
like
is.
a bloody pool?
Yeah. No, not quite like a pool. You see there are stairs further down, and water is pouring down.
From Bartandless's vantage point before, would he have had any kind of ability to see where Strahd went?
He saw Strahd
He
just
just went
plummet
straight down.
until he
Yeah,
left.
well then-
Until he left the light afforded by Angela. Let me just tick off Ez's Featherfall. That was Ez's last first level slot, by the way.
Fair enough. I keep going down.
You're
Let's go.
gonna head down. Okay.
Can't forget there's a really tasty chest up there.
Hmm.
We're just moving now. We're gunning it. We've no fucking clue where this guy is.
There's Core, there's Halvor. Bart isn't on this scene for me. Let me add him on.
Oh, I am.
He's here.
I'm on.
Oh,
Oh, now I've got two.
I don't see the other one. Where is it?
Next to
Bart
Halvor.
Endless?
I'm next to next to Halvor there.
That's weird. I'm going to refresh.
I'm not on the right scene, apparently.
Hold on, once I finish refreshing, I'll reactivate it. There we go, I see all three of you now. Halvor's still loading on it, though. And where's Ez? Ez is also here. So, steps heading down. Halvor is moving with lightning speed, but you're all on a rope behind him.
I presume at this stage we're probably going to be unknotting from around our bellies and continuing. Obviously, me leading the way once I get back in. Oh, I'm back.
Okay.
Just so we all quickly cut, so we've got these trails of rope hanging that we can tuck in, because then I can just cast mending on them later.
Sure. I'm very much liking the kind of anime finale style scene where we're fighting the boss and then throwing ourselves down the tower. It's pretty cool.
You head down musty. That steps into musty air.
Lost.
You see the dark passage. Halvor runs for 20 feet, connecting an archway to the west with an ascending stone staircase that you've come down from the east. To your north and south, you see 10-foot square alcoves cluttered with rotting cots and dirty rags. The ceiling is covered in yellow lichen.
I'm gonna keep my eyes to the ceiling.
Okay.
Just looks like a basement.
Halvor, as you pass through that stretch of corridor and the ceiling grows higher, this 30-foot square room is in a shambles. Scattered furniture lies in heaps near the walls. Broken bones lie scattered amid crumpled and crushed plate armour. Shields and swords jut from the walls as if driven into them by some tremendous force. 2 doors stand opposite one another in the centre of the north wall and the south wall. As you look back to where you came, you see that it now forms a dark archway heading back towards those stairs.
I immediately go to the south door and try and open it.
Dark stains cover the... Do you know what? I'll just show you. Dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lay scattered around like toys in the room, their wood crushed and splintered. Replacing them are furnishings made entirely of human bones. The walls on the 20-foot high vaulted ceiling are a sickly yellow colour, not because of faded or time-worn plaster, because they too are adorned with bones and skulls arranged in a morbidly decorative fashion, giving the room a cathedral-like quality. 4 enormous mounds of bone occupy the corners of this ossuary, and garlands of skulls extend from these mounds to a chandelier of bones that hangs from the ceiling above a large constructed table of bones in the centre of the room. 10 chairs made of bones and festooned with decorative skulls surround the table, resting atop which is an ornate bowl-shaped vessel made of yet more bone. The doors to the north and south are sheathed in bone, but the steel-banded double doors in the centre of the east wall are not. Would you like to linger on this image for a few seconds more before I take us back?
Is that a real dragon skull there as well?
It is in Raw. It's not here for you. This is where Argynvost's skull lives Raw, but who the fuck would break into Ravenloft to then leave Ravenloft with a dragon skull? to head back, so I moved it to Berez. I say I did like I thought of it. Half of the internet moves it to Berez.
So the chandelier is lit, is it?
Yes.
As much as I was being hasty and brazen, I stop momentarily just to be like, oh god.
The battle map sadly does not reflect the true grotesquerie of
Yeah,
of this
that's
room.
very poor compared to your amazing art you had before.
Thanks.
I can't see. I'm still paused. Oh my god! This room is so lame.
What do you think? Do we continue on this route? Perhaps we have lost him. We could... Who knows where he might be?
I mean, the obvious place for us to keep going is the door not covered in bones, right?
Bartandalus, give me a DC 18 with some saving throw, please. Thank you.
Good, come on.
I am going to, while we're here and catching our breath for 1 second, give Cora some black sap. Cora, roll a Constitution saving throw.
How many doses are in that bottle you have?
That's a good question. Doesn't have
it's
uses.
It's a one. It's like a potion. It's like a one use thing.
But it also says for each dose consumed,
Yeah,
you make a
because
save.
you could buy multiple.
It also just says 0 out of 0 charges. So you think it's a 1 out of 1?
It's absolutely a potion. Yeah, it's a potion, effectively. So now you've used it, it is
Fair
gone.
enough.
You only have 2 because I sent it to Esm and sent it back. Let me delete one of them.
I don't regret using it, that's fine.
Well, I think you got like 4 hours, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted, if I had more, to use it on someone else as well. So, sorry, wisdom saving throw for Bartandless.
I've already done it.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah, but what happened?
We don't know.
Well,
Yeah,
not
you
because
don't
I
know.
passed it.
Yeah.
We'll find out when I don't.
Oh, there's a door at the south as well. Is it
So
bony?
that's the bone one.
The bony
That's
door,
the
yeah.
handed one.
I'm leaning towards non-bone door.
Me too. Can we... Oh, okay.
As
Look
you
at it,
fling the door open, this hall was standing in deadly silence. Heavy beams support a sagging 10-foot high ceiling. Fog clings to the floor, obscuring everything that lies here less than 3 feet above it. A shadow lurches across the ceiling as a dark figure whips around with shock, holding a lantern.
What? Who goes there? Show
I
you.
ask you the same question. Are you a
Show
Bellevue?
yourself. I am.
This squat, animalistic figure clutching a lantern tries to draw himself to an impressive height, but is only about 3 feet tall.
I am indeed. I am the keeper of this castle. And who are you?
Didn't we know that a Bellevue served
Yeah.
Strahd? What was his name? Should we know that?
I feel like it was like Eric or Ulrich or something. I think we found out off the last remaining Bellevue when we were in the little hospital area.
State your names and your business.
We are friends of the Bellevues, friends of the abbot. And you are. Let me verify. Bellevue.
Did Strahd come through here? We were looking for him.
Best Cora. Trying to make other tokens up.
The master
He says very pointedly.
has not visited down here. I tend to the lower levels. I
An important duty.
maintain the Great Hall of Bones and ensure that the dinner is cooked and that the cells are maintained. I have
Is that what's down
even more duties since Rahadin has not returned. I am expected to do everything it seems.
What's that you've got around your neck?
It's a key.
Must be important to keep it around your neck.
Yes,
Does that look like a talisman with an eye on it?
It does.
Does it have an eye on it? Is that an eye?
The eye I would give to you is dull, and there is no pupil in the eye anymore.
And is there really a little creature in his pocket?
How close are you getting to see?
Not super close.
But maybe you don't know.
Halvor, is there a little creature in his pocket?
What's the key for?
what's the questions for? You come,
Well,
this is a place of work, and you intrude.
We can give you some help. You sound like you've been overstretched.
I have been somewhat, but I am very capable and skilled.
I don't doubt it, but everyone needs a hand sometimes, and I'm quite strong. I could help you out.
You could, perhaps. Why are you here? Why have you come upon the Ravenloft?
We're here as guests of the Master. He allowed us to have a look around.
As I'm sure you can imagine, if we weren't allowed to be here, we wouldn't be here.
There's been talk of me replacing Rahadin, as he has decided he is no longer wishing to return.
What?
Make a deception check.
I mean, Bud Handless looks pretty fucking scary, so I'd believe that. Full goth makeup.
Radin has served for almost 800 years. He will not abandon his post. He is all but a brother to the Master.
Indeed, but he is a slain brother.
What did you say?
The pouch with the eyes and the little fingers wriggles and squeaks. He, with a very hunched, doubled over, takes a step closer, sort of jutting the lantern in accusing fashion.
Repeat your words.
We believe Rahadin may have slain.
By whom?
This we do not know.
Make another one.
Oh. It's not good.
I think it was Ludmilla.
If you're not...
Yeah.
Do you say you think it's Love Miller?
Well,
Yes.
Halvor can blurt it out, yeah.
I do blurt.
Then I kind of nod.
Could have been.
I'm not trying to cast aspersions, but
Most troubling news indeed.
And the pouch wriggles. He slaps it, sort of absent-mindedly for a second.
Quiet. It's not the time.
What is it you've got there?
There's a companion. A small,
And I,
intelligent friend of my own.
and I reach a hand up to Angelo.
So, I could see the need for those, especially when we work on our own for days to come.
It's hardly the same. Yours looks like a lizard with wings. A base beast. Mine is highly intelligent and skilled. Social. Charismatic. He has a wife, you know.
He complimented you.
Can we see your companion?
No. What is your goal now? Do you seek to rejoin with the Master?
fairly soon, yes.
What is your business down here? Are you lost? I can take you to him, or I can take you to lodgings.
There's time for that. We're seeing what damage has been done. The crystal at the top of the tower shattered. There's a lot of blood that has spilled down it. We want to see how far.
The heart has been... How did that happen? Tell me!
Sort of loses his composure.
And I will look out of the room to Esmeralda, and as I do, I'm going to put on Eyes of Charm. Then I will look back to Bellevue. And how long does Charm... Yeah, okay, Charm Person lasts for an hour, and attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a Wisdom saving throw. Otherwise, it is then charmed.
What DC does it need?
It is... Ooh, spell save DC 13.
His eyes glaze for a moment. As we... Well, describe how what the glasses look like when they're in effect.
Hilarious.
Yeah, they just got springs with the goggly eyes and blowing. So as I look at them, they have this kind of little pearlescent glow, but then they tinge rose tinted, so that when he looks at me, it's rose tinted glasses that he's seeing through when he sees me. So he's charmed by me.
Yeah, his shoulders relax a little. He looks furious at you, Halvor, but his eyes sort of soften for a moment as he glances over at Bartandalis with a bit of recognition.
Step forward, I put a hand on his shoulder.
It's okay, my friend. As I said, friends of the Abbot, the Bellevue's, and of Lodge, the Baron. Come, let us help you in what tasks you were undertaking. You can talk while we work. There is always work to be done.
You didn't tell me how the heart was broken.
No.
What happened to the heart?
Yeah, I believe there was a fight up in the top tower. It's okay. Master fine.
Very well. I was to make dinner. If you're interested in assisting.
Of course. Who, you expecting somebody?
The guests. Further down in their cells.
Oh, we have not had the pleasure of meeting them.
Are you coming, Cora?
I sure am.
Cyrus steps through. As she opens the door, a horrible odour of decay fills the steaming hot room. A huge pot bubbles over a blazing fire pit in the centre of the room. The far wall is lined with pegs, hanging from which are numerous large cooking implements, some of which could easily double as implements of torture. And he starts busying himself with utensils and very stale looking food items.
I'll just look through the dawn. Are there any creatures or anything dangerous on this level? Anything we should be aware of?
Sometimes bodies that are laid to rest do not remain so for long. And I've seen some sort of movement in the wine cellar, but I've never been able to find out what it was.
Which direction is that? Is that through?
Further down the corridor, of course.
I've never.
You would have seen from outside this room as a sort of shadows fade at the end of the corridor. You see there is like a Cora. You'd certainly see there is like an iron portcullis has been dropped, and beyond that you see some large casks in this direction.
Looks at Halvor.
I looked at Botanless.
Brian,
I looked at Ez.
Take a rest. Take a rest here.
Do you think that we can?
I don't know, but stop us resting once, and does it just have the effect that we don't try again? Catch your breath.
I'm willing to give it a shot, but I'm pretty concerned about it.
Well, whatever we do, we're not staying next to each other this time, right?
When are you serving the food, Cyrus? And I say food very loosely as I look at what's bubbling.
Are you looking to see what is bubbling? You can hear the slow gloopy sort of
Oh, okay. I didn't
plopping
realise
sounds
it
coming
was
from
this
it.
big. Sure, then I'll get about this close and kind of like, like have a little nosy over.
There's just green, slowly churning contents.
Smells interesting. What is it?
A little bit of what spices I could find, a lot of stock, a bit of meat from Malarders, thrown something together really, bit of a basic gruel.
Does it smell like rotting garbage?
Absolutely it does.
Fine chef. Did you get the names of any of the prisoners?
Just have a look over at this table. Is there an actual book on here or anything?
There is no such book. That's just a doodad. But if there is, it's recipes, but it's so poorly written that they're almost indecipherable.
And I'll lean on the wall here.
Did you get the names of any of the guests?
There was, for the longest time, a Uriel, but he is now departed from here. There was a dwarf, a flabby man, I forget his name, some sort of singer. It's him I'm mainly feeding. I'll make this will last me the rest of the month. I like to do my meal preparation.
Well, they're in for quite the treat. When will you be serving the food?
In about 2 hours. Needs time to homogenize and all the flavors get to know each other in the pan.
Indeed, and I kind of give a sniff and just a nod. So what is that companion of yours? Madly intrigued.
It's my cousin.
Your cousin?
Yes.
Another Bellevue.
He's always been small.
See him?
He just, for a brief moment, quickly unbuttons the pouch lid, and you just see what looks to be a frog with human eyes. And it sort of blinks at you once and narrows its eyes very, very suspiciously. You get the sense that this frog sees right through your shit.
Oh, for sure. Sure. And kind of like casually while I was talking, I'm looking at what he's doing now. Kind of like put a hand to his key, lift it slightly. Like,
Where's the key lead to?
My chambers, which are locked and should have been locked, Halvor.
Does Cora still have the tools?
No,
Or did Bartendless have them?
she bought some. She went.
I
She
bought
said she was
some,
going to buy
yeah.
some in the thing in town. during our
whilst that he's distracted, I gently try the handle, and if I find it to be locked, I gesture for Cora to try and unlock it.
Yeah.
And I do.
Or you try.
I do try.
And I am going to I'm rubbing my hand, and with my copper ring, I will say, "What is it you're doing?" And I'm going to send that message to Halvor. While I can hear them looking at him. But obviously I'm looking at Silas while I'm saying it.
Checking cutlery, finding a suitable bowl. Metal bowls are no good down there. They just rust.
I had a glance at the wine cellar. I'm checking out this locked door.
Bartenderless, you see the frog's eyes shift towards the doorway as you hear that message.
Oh, he's got some good fucking hearing, eh? And
Or it's a telepathic frog.
I will then speak into the ring again, kind of like looking at Tyler and say, "Well, let me know if you find anything interesting. This frog here seems to hear and see everything. Your cousin, huh?" Send that to Halvor.
The door slams shut into the kitchen. Halvor, you just see it slam. Bart, you're facing it, and it just slams independently. As Bartenderless, you hear a splash from the cauldron, and limbs start to pull themselves out of it.
What the? And I'm going to back up.
I politely knock on the door.
Can everyone please roll me initiative?
Oh no.
Oh no! I said, "Cyrus."
Oh, sometimes the meat is a little too fresh.
He pulls a pathetic-looking cudgel off his hip, and sort of
Get back in! Get back in!
waves it towards a pot as these things just like slap out onto the floor. Cora, what are you doing?
Do we actually know this has happened?
No, you just see the door slammed actually. So yeah, the door is just closed.
So, I mean, my instinct would be to run over there and try and open it. Oh, I can't open it. Halvor, help me!
I will quietly say to her, "Keep going, I'll do this."
So I go back to the door and see if I can open the original.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you
sorry,
going to be using your action to make your to use your tools on that door? Are you?
I am.
Okay, make me your dex.
So it would be Dex check +5 because you're proficient in. Oh wait, are you proficient in thieves' tools? I don't think you are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it's 5.
Why do you think I've been so pissed off that I've not managed to have hold of them the whole time?
Yeah.
You feel the lock spring and snap.
Go inside.
You're going in, okay. This 20-foot square room is filled wall to wall with clutter. A long sagging bed sits to one side under a huge faded tapestry that clearly depicts Castle Ravenloft. Dusty lanterns sit in various places, and bright curtains are draped haphazardly around the room despite its complete lack of windows. Thousands of pieces of junk cover the floor. Broken swords, crumpled shields, and helmets lie in piles all about. And I would say that is all you can be doing in your turn, Cora.
Yeah, I thought so.
And it's like, "Oh, yep, she's trying to do, she's unlocked it." Okay, and then go inside. I'm like, "Phew! Oh, not my room. Shit."
The first of the zombies staggers towards you. These seem a bit taller A bit less, despite the fact they've been in a pot, a bit less decayed and useless than the previous ones that have been very much just fallen to pieces corpses. This one seems a bit quicker as it staggers over. It's actually going to attack you 3 times.
And they are bypassing him, yeah?
Yes. Well, it's coming level with him and going for you.
Okay. Ugh, shield.
Okay, pop it off. And then it finally leans forward and goes to bite you.
No!
Misses. Cyrus, with his cudgel, swings out and very much like a half and badly misses. Halvor, it's you.
I square up to the door, take a small step back, and then I'm gonna kick it where the lock is as hard as I can.
Roll me some...
Sorry, did Cyrus not do anything?
Yeah, he swung his club at it. Did it not show up for you that he made a
sorry,
club attack on it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Let me just check. The 22, yeah, the door caves. That is your action.
And I will go to there.
Okay. The next of the zombies staggers over, trying to surround you, Halvor. And is going to attack Halvor twice. And then it too will try to bite Bartandalis, who has with a -5.
Would I notice that it's super keen to try and avoid me and just go for Bartandalis?
Well, it's attacked you twice. It sort of swipes at you a few times and then just throws its mouth at Barty and misses terribly. Next one.
0.
Staggers over. This one is going for you, Halvor, with all 3. First misses. Second misses. And then this one throws a bite at you. Also misses. Barty, it's your turn.
I'm going to take a step back. Going to get an attack of opportunity off this dude, presumably.
If you're going any further... Oh, Matt one, yes. Misses.
And then I'm hoping, with the door being smashed in, all these things flying about, all the noise, Silas attacking them, I'm going to try and pick the frog out of his pocket.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Because it is just a flap on his pocket, yeah?
Yeah. Make me a sleight of hand. You manage to lift it out, wriggling in protest. You have a frog with human eyes.
And then, I guess as a free action, I'm going to put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
And then I will kind of put my shield across Silas's chest a little bit and say, "Are you okay? I'll protect you."
I'm fine.
Careful of that other one. And then that's my go.
Okay. Ez is going to come rushing in to the doorway. She's going to filter into the room, and she's going to +3 attack the nearest one. Just trying to give it 3 rapiers into the back. As she goes in with the rapier... oh, no, doesn't matter. No, never mind. She will go again. Oof. Driving in, and just pushes this onto the floor and steps over it, working her way towards the next. But she also comes in with another big thrust of a rapier. But and still enough to hit. Good. Ez tearing it apart. The last zombie shuffles over, clambering onto the table, bypassing Cyrus altogether. This one also goes for Bartandalis. You still have shield up, don't you, Bartandalis?
No, because it was still...
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Misses. Wow, 2 nat 1s. And a miss. Yeah, swings at you. Failing. Cora, it's you.
Obviously, hearing the commotion, I'm going to have to try and leave this room for another time and help my friends. I'm going to stand where I am, and I'm going to fire on the zombies that I can see. Oh, I need to change my arrows. 1 second. Oh, nice!
Nat 20, nice.
And again.
Tell me how you kill it.
So as this zombie is sort of reaching, I can see his hand coming up towards Bartandalis again. I go for the arm that's reaching forward, but little do I realise that's actually going to rip his entire arm off. The arm gets flinged across the floor onto the other side of the room, and with it the rest of the zombie goes too, and he just crumples over to the floor. But then I've got Hordebreaker, so I can attack the other little sod that's next to Halvor.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's me done for now.
Okay. Cyrus swings with his cudgel at the other one. Equally pathetic. Oh no, it hits! It hits. It's pathetic, but it lands. A fleeting blow, even you can tell next to it. Bartandalis, it is quite pathetic. Halvor, it's you.
I will forego my movement to steady aim to get advantage on a single. Actually, I'm not next to the one by the hooded figure. I thought that was a zombie, but it's not.
Just kill him instead by accident.
Whoops. I'll do a regular attack on this guy. Ez has attacked this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I will attack it again. Zombie dead?
Zombie dead.
Thank God for that. I will shuffle around to try and protect Bartandalus
Nice.
and stay there.
Cool. Okay. Just before it's Bartandalus's go. Cora, from behind,
I've seen him.
you are struck with a blast of frost that arcs and hits you.
I've got a Constitution saving throw, but I don't think I've got anything I'm concentrating on, am I?
It's ours.
Oh. He's fucked off again.
Before dipping out of sight.
Does he just disappear, or do
No,
I
no,
see
no,
him
you saw-
moving in a direction?
Well, let me see where you are. You saw him just dip off into the shadows here, and then he left your sight. Bartandalus, it's you. So yeah, Cora, you are struck with a blast of ice from behind. A ray of frosty energy.
I would obviously shriek at the surprise and then say, "It's him! It's Strahd!"
Oh my god. Strahd's back again?
Guess who's back?
As this is all happening, I kind of like hand on my holy symbol, and the zombie ignites in radiant damage and like a crack of lightning. And I look to the hunched figure and say, "You should probably make sure there's clean up in here. The master won't like seeing the mess." And then that's my go.
True enough words.
Ez will... Do you want Ez to commit
I
to
think
cleaning
she'd
up
wanna
here?
go
I think
after
she would. Yeah, I
Strahd.
think she would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where was he? Uses half her movement to
I
get to you,
blink
Cora.
through the door.
And she will use the rest of her movement. She cannot see Strahd from here in the torchlight. What would you want her to do? Would you want her to cast light on something in the room? Or do you want her to continue going? You haven't told her which way you went?
I mean, I pointed.
Okay, and she will dash. And she will use the rest of her movement. Oh, that's quite perfect. And calls out, "Locked!" That's all she can do. This zombie still endures. It goes for Bartandalus, seeing perhaps that he is more wounded than the others.
The strongest, taking out the threat.
All three miss. Top of round, Cora, to you.
Right, well, I'll step in and try and get rid of this last zombie.
Nice. All crits from
Yeah.
you.
Is he still up?
No, Teme, you kill it.
Ah, excellent. Arrow straight through his temple, goes against the wall. He just remains suspended by his arrow through his head into the wall. And then I say, "Come on, we might still catch him!" and use the rest of my movement to try and follow Ez.
Okay. You see her leant against the wall, against the door, trying to wrench it open to no avail.
Says it's my turn again.
Yeah, because I forgot to display him on the initiative, and then he would have actually just had another quick move between you and the next thing. So you've done your turn. Cyrus. That zombie now dead.
This is a terrible state of affairs. Friend! Will you pass me that brush?
And just points to a brush over there as he starts just kneeling down and just scooping up brains that have come out from the one that Cora had pinned to the wall.
I will, in a moment.
Very well, very well.
Come outside.
Well, you've not out of initiative, you won't, friend.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was my turn.
It's his
He was
turn,
asking me
not
to,
your-
he was asking me to
yeah.
do something. Sure, okay.
Halvor, it's you. You would no longer be hasted after all this dialogue, of course.
True.
You would have stood still in reflection for a moment at some point.
Perfect. I guess for my action, if I bonus action dash to get there, I'll action take the boot to this door as well.
Okay. Make an athletics check. 22. The door cracks and swings open beneath your mighty boot.
By the time I'm left, there'll be no doors left in Ravenloft. And that's all my movement and actions, so I stay there.
Okay, Bartanelis, it's you.
I'm presuming they went out this way. Lost track of how much that was moving. I just started moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually, there. And that's my go.
Okay.
Where is she?
She? What?
Cora.
Oh, I'm still in the room with you.
Did you not?
Oh
you
no,
not
I've not,
see her
been able to, I've not been able to see her token like all the time.
Yeah, she's just there. That's weird.
So, well, that's not my go. I'll
Ez rushes out into the room. She can't see down the darkness of that corridor. So she will go to the door opposite. And she'll try that. She flings, you see from where you are, Halvor, just the door fly open into like a candle-lit room.
Nothing! Nothing here!
I'll call out to her at this point. He can phase through the floor. I think if he's gone, then he could be anywhere by now.
At least we know we won't be resting.
What are we all doing?
I will join Ez since
Yeah.
that room looks interesting.
Indeed, yeah. Look over to Cora and then nod through the doorway.
I will focus my energies on presuming there is a bed and chest, checking if the
Well,
chest is trapped, and then checking the
Let
chest.
me describe to you. This
Please do.
shadowy room is in perfect order. A great table stands here with its chair, inkwell and quill set carefully in place. Lances, swords and shields that all bear the Barovian crest are hung neatly on the dark oak-panelled walls.
I look over stuff on the desk without touching any. So there's a lot of sharp objects on the walls. Careful.
Glancing down at the documents on the desk, you would see elegantly written, but all quite perfunctory letters. They seem to carry a similar tone, a vaguely threatening expression of expectation that any activity on the Outlander's whereabouts should be reported directly to him. There's one that you see is written to the Burgomaster of Kresk, one to Lady Vacta, one to Ismark, and one to Aragal. And they are all signed by Rahadin.
Who's Aragal?
The Vistani head chiefed guy.
Oh, the elf guy.
No,
No, that was he was just like a guy that was with them. I've forgotten his name now.
Casimir.
That's the one.
Yeah.
No, Aragal was the head of the Vistana gypsy camp. The Vallaki gypsy camp is what I meant.
Can't say gypsy.
I mean,
Vistana.
the Vallaki Vistani camp, which is definitely not the same thing.
Don't get us cancelled this close to the end of the campaign. We had to stop playing.
Banned.
Looks like everybody was feeding back to Rod.
So this is his chamber.
So it would seem.
I will check that chest for chaps and then try and open it.
Make me an investigation check. Nice, you successfully identify that there are no wards, glyphs, hidden latches, weights, tripwires around this. No sort of like hair triggers over the lock to even show that it's been opened. It is secure and safe to be opened.
Nice. I slowly open the lid. Or is it locked?
It is not locked. You find in there nothing but a whetstone and 2 scabbards, plain scabbards that look like they would fit falchions.
Huh.
DM, I would like to get, while this is going on, I want Angelo to kind of fly down the down here into the bone room. He's keeping an eye out for Cyrus coming through, and then I'm going to take the frog out of the bag of holding because I'm trying to bring him out before he's run out of air, and hopefully he's still slightly alive. He's only been in there for under a minute.
Yes.
But I'm kind of like gripping around his throat as I pick him up, so he's not going to rabbit. Is he still alive, DM?
He is.
And then I look to the other 3. I say,
This Bellevue knew what was going on.
and then I look at him and say,
Now, I ain't gonna kill you, because you might be useful. But just so you know, if you think that you can't be killed, you Bellevues normally come back.
I'm going to pull out one of the other Bellevue heads out of the bag of holding.
So, we found a way. Do you understand? And give me one ribbit. Yes.
I kind of loosen him off a little bit. Does he do
0
anything?
ribbits.
0
Just
ribbits.
narrows its eyes at you.
I ain't sure where if this set off all the
I understand.
doors suddenly slammed shut. Think he might have had something to do with it. Would I be right or would I be wrong?
Look at it.
Blink, if you can blink.
It blinks.
Can you actually make
And
a
then
noise?
everybody
Oh!
through the door.
Ah, for Christ's sake.
Where the fuck did that come from? Angela didn't see anything?
Through the door. Just a quick. Another fireball comes through, rocking
What a twat.
this chamber. Don't think that's applied damage automatically, has it? Oh, here we go. Now it's done it. Yep, a blast of a fireball comes in. The contents of the office are just scattered everywhere. Let me just roll something. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that damage goes out. The room is just blasted. Smoke, sulphur, flames lick up the tapestries on the wall, the bed sheets, and you are all, anyone who, well, narratively thrown prone, not mechanically thrown prone, are just blasted by this explosion that you may have seen just come through the door, but beyond that, you had no further insight currently on where it came from, and you are left in a cloud of smoke, coughing.
I'm presuming it's the frog now
The
immolated.
charred frog in your hand.
And I'll put it back in the bag of holding, and I'm going to bamf Angelo out of existence, and then bamf him back onto me.
Okay, yeah. With that damage, with that roll as well, I would say that you did notice that the blast pushed ajar a portion of the wall behind a bookshelf that is now thoroughly on fire.
Anybody out there, Halvor?
Not that I can see. Oh, I can see him in the distance.
Even as you see him, he is beginning to retreat. Would you like to roll initiative, Halvor?
I guess so, yeah.
Then everyone will roll initiative.
Why did Angelo tell me it appeared?
Because Angelo has a certain range of sight. And Fireball has a much longer range of sight than that.
What do you mean he has a certain range of sight? It was in this room.
Yeah!
Yeah, but Strahd wasn't.
Well, Strahd's over here, though. Oh, so did Strahd not make the attack from in this room?
No.
If he did, he would be on fire.
Make your initiative roll.
It would be really nice if we could roll higher than him on initiative, but it seems that life's impossible.
Strahd, seeing you face him, Halvor is going to move his hands and thrust up towards you. A spell.
To be fair, seeing as though we were in the middle of getting attacked by Strahd, we did become very casual about Strahd being around all of a sudden.
Yeah.
The spell goes wide, and Strahd runs through the door that you see just closes automatically behind him as he runs through. Next up, Esmeralda. Ez will rush forward to join with you, Halvor. Where is he? Where did he go?
Through the Hall of Bones!
And she will dash.
Towards the guy, I think.
Korak, to you.
I am also going to dash. That's me done.
Oh, that door's still open, so he went the other door.
Which other door?
This one, wasn't it? Down here?
Yeah, that's what I
Seems
thought
so.
he was saying, yeah.
It's you, Halvor.
I guess I will immediately try and kick it.
This one looks particularly sad. Oh, yeah. Flings open.
How far have I gone? 70. I'm gonna have to use more movement.
No sign of him?
Not yet. Double dash. Oh god, there's so many blazes.
Sickly yellow lichen covers the ceiling of this cold, damp, 10-foot wide passage running east and west. Opening off both sides of this passage are 10-foot square alcoves. a couple of which you can see here contain rotten cots, rags, and the skeletal remains of castle guards. A deathly silence fills the air. What are you going to do? Barty, you're next.
I'm wondering how far he could have run. You keep running! Face me like a man! And I will run a little further.
And you all hear a... But I am so much more than just a man.
Whoa.
I will end my turn there.
Okay, Bartender, listen to you.
Oh. That's my go. Actually, one back.
Okay. Did you say you bounced Angelo onto you?
Yeah.
You feel his panic as if an image flashes into you in as a shadowy figure creeping up behind you.
There's something behind us!
And as if realised, the image fades in. No longer getting a delightful advantage sneak attack on you, bartenders. It misses.
It was very nearly a 20.
It was very nearly a 20. Ez sort of looks torn between the corridor ahead where Strahd has gone and back towards Bartandalos way down on the Shadow Demon.
I point to Halvor. Go to Strahd!
And she, looking ahead, is going to start running. But as she does, she will lean back over her shoulder and she is going to cast a firebolt at the Shadow Demon. She goes wide. And you hear her curse. Sorry! She pounds her head. Oh. Gets into the room. Halvor. Where is he? Cora, it's you.
I'm gonna attack the Shadow Demon. I'm gonna leave poor Barty.
Hmm?
Said I'm not gonna leave poor Barty.
I thought you said I'm gonna leave. I was like, that makes no sense.
I did the thing again where I was holding Alt to talk and at the same time.
They both would have hit anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah!
God,
Is that your
miss
fourth?
crits.
Is that your fourth
I know.
crit this session?
Is it my fourth? Maybe.
If it's not your fourth, it's definitely your third.
Yeah, definitely at least 3.
And yeah, I'm gonna stick around with Barty and make sure that he gets away, seeing as the others are off trying to hunt a Strahd.
Okay. Halvor, what are you gonna do?
I start investigating this creepy corridor.
As you do,
Uh-oh.
you hear the sound of scraping bones and tortured as many bodies in the alcoves drag themselves up to their skeletal feet and join the fray.
Oh, couple.
Anything else? Oh, sorry. So you're moving down the corridor?
I mean, can I
sorry.
see
Yeah,
any of
sorry.
them?
I had them all in,
Ah.
but did not reveal them, sorry. What's it going to be?
I will call out to Esmeralda, go back! And I shall start going back. Where did I start my turn? I think it was... oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So are you dashing back?
Well, that is the end of my initial movement, because 40 feet, and I am gonna then bonus action start dashing.
Okay. The skeletons begin to rush.
Yeah, I can action dodge, and I will, but I'm
Okay.
gesturing for Esmeralda to leave.
Okay, your action dodging. This first one comes to move around you. Oh, should disadvantage that, sorry. Would have missed anyway. Next one. This one is going to draw a bow and fire at Ez, even though it's right next to you. Misses. Bartandalus, it's you.
Does it not take disadvantage attacking when in melee?
Well, he missed.
Yeah, it missed anyway.
As I have Angelo acting pretty much on my turn, right? Can I get him to fly off my shoulder, haranguing this shadow thing to grant me help?
Sure.
So it's giving me the assist. And then I am going to use Bright Lance melee, which is a melee attack. So with advantage. So it's going to take some radiant, which as a shadow demon should hopefully do something halfway decent. Oh my god! Oh my god! I rolled all ones.
Oh dear.
4 ones.
It looks like maybe if you hadn't done it so badly, it would have actually done a bit more damage than usual.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's my go. As a bonus action, I just sigh. I beg you, foul beast, or I will bring the light of the morning lord upon you. I don't know how intelligent these things are, though. Whether it would. I mean, will it get how will it get much closer with Halvor's sun sword? I don't know where his sunlight goes to.
Not that
That's a really
far
good point.
current-
Just
not
run
that far
towards
currently.
Halvor.
Dim.
So it's currently in dim, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's fine for its attacks. And it misses. That's all it can do. Before I carry on, I desperately need to nip the loose, sorry. So plan what your actions are going to be. I will be 20 seconds, well, I'll be a minute, and then it's skeleton time. So, back in 1 minute.
Skeleton time. Any tricks up your sleeve there, Bartangles? Ah, he's gone as well.
I'm back.
Hi.
Are we all back? Or do we leave?
Barty went.
I'm here.
Okay.
Oh, he's back.
The skeletons will rush down the corridor. Misses. They ain't doing great. Oh. Lots of misses.
Oh my god.
Ez looks like she's almost thinking to cast a spell for a moment, but then seeing
Shut
how
the door!
frail these...
Just get out of there!
I thought that Halvor already told her to get out, didn't he?
He
Get out,
did, he
Ez.
did. Okay. She gets out and shuts the door.
No, she doesn't have to
Cutting
shut
the
Halvor!
No.
She doesn't have to shut Halvor in there! She's just gonna get out so the Halvor can shut the door.
Did you say shut the door then?
Yeah, but it's not like just lock Halvor in there.
Okay, you did chat an instruction of shut the door. That's why I shut the
Yeah.
door.
Okay, it was more generally to Halvor and Esmeralda.
She will firebolt the... Oh, wrong button on my keyboard. She will firebolt the nearest skeleton then. It hits. Oof! It absolutely wipes that first skeleton out. Cora, it's you.
I'm still more concerned about the thing that's attacking Bertie, so I'm going to keep firing on that. Oh, I can't think of anything else I can really do that's helpful right now other than say, Halvor, get out of there! That's me.
Okay. The skeletons will come out and will continue to attack. Firing at Halvor and missing.
Plink, plink.
Yeah, absolutely plink plink. Give us more plink plinks.
Blink, blink, blink.
Just swinging these weapons that just... Halvor is forming an absolute wall against them all. There's just this rain. You can almost hear this rain from the main room of just arrows hitting shield and sword swinging. Halvor, what are you doing?
Bonus action, disengage. And I'm going to shut the door and hold it, essentially. I hold a door.
Okay.
Is there a key that visible I could use to lock it?
There is not a visible key.
Okay.
Oh, wrong button.
There's at least 9 of them in there.
Bartandalis, it's you.
I will try again. Motherfucker. That's my go.
Okay. Top of a round, a creature will swing out at you. Oh! The claws go deep, shadowy blades across Bartandalus's chest.
Oh shit!
Bartandalus crumples to the floor. Has Bartandalus been doing everything at disadvantage this session?
Hold on a minute. Oh no, never mind, go on. Have I been what?
Have you been doing everything at disadvantage this session because of your exhaustion? I just realised.
No, I only had 1 point of exhaustion, so it's only skill checks.
Oh yeah. That may be about to change momentarily. Yeah. Barty just goes down. And the shadow just looms over him, Cora. Barty, you are down on the floor. Skeletons continue to pile up against the door. They are going to start to make a group contested athletics. Halvor, can you make me a contested athletics check, please? The door, you feel a good amount of push on the door, and it feels heavy by the second as you feel like the shudders of additional skeletons hitting behind and lending their strength to it. But for now, you've got it. Ez is going to rush over, trying to step over Bart, and she is going to swing. What, not going to stab with her rapier, not going to swing her rapier. Hits. And then she's going to swing with her enchanted hand axe. Also hits. The shadow demon just disperses. And she will kneel over Bartandalus, calling out to him, Cora, do something! I've got nothing left! Cora, it's your turn.
I'm going to run over and give him a healing potion.
Okay, 8 points of life flood back into Bartandalus. Bartandalus, commit me a DC 12 con saving throw, please. I will add 8 onto you. You gain...
No, he can't.
You gain another level of exhaustion just from the strain of being brought back. Your speed is now halved. It is ability checks, not skill checks, by the way, at level 1.
Yeah.
Same diff.
Oh god, I'm going to save him for it. Fuck me. I've been a DM for 5 years. Yeah, Bart is wrenched back before even a few moments have passed. But it's clearly taken a toll on him.
Are we still in combat?
You are. You are hearing just a constant thud from the door. Halvor is straining against it. Halvor, can you make me one more contested athletics, please? The door just continues to bang and budge, but you feel like you've got a good grip on it for now. We're now getting to a situation where, although technically we could say we're out of combat, there are people actively trying to push through this door. If you've got a more long-term way of holding that off, or if you've got a tactic that you want to deal with it or funnel them through, we can. It feels a bit too high stakes to say we're going to non-combat, though, unless Halvor is just planting himself there forever.
I mean, there's 3 of us over here that we could just keep opening the door, pot-shotting them, and eradicating whoever comes through, right?
Yeah, it seemed like they're pretty easy to kill, so we could just open it one at a time and just wait, just controlled kill.
Do we barricade it, or do we try and funnel them through?
I've got unlimited arrows. I'm happy to help if you are.
Okay. And then on my turn, I will open it. And is it? I mean, just given the way the map is laid out, is it possible to like lay it out so that only one can come through, and I can stand in the doorway, or not? Or would they always be able to kind of squeeze out?
They would, yeah, one at a time would be coming through the door. So you could block it off.
Yeah, on my turn, I'll open the door and start hacking. Presuming that the others give me covering fire while I do so.
Certainly.
I slowly get up my knees.
In fact, if I can fully block the door, I could just stand there dodging, and they probably won't even be able to hit me.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So, with the CR of these creatures, I'm happy for us to breeze past that. You'd see that as the door opens, there is just a absolute gaggle of them there. That through, they're relatively low HP and your group skill, you're able to whittle them down to the point where they are gone. And we return to...
Still see one.
Oh yeah, that one's Strahd.
Well, it
Eventually
seemed like
there's
you went this way.
A pile of bones.
Bartandalis, how are you feeling? Do you want some good berries?
I just nod slow.
I will cast Goodberry and give him 11 because I still have one left over from last time.
Well, as an action, bamf Angelo back shoulder. He would have unbamfed.
Of course, yeah.
Let's remember not to get too close together in case Strahd attacks again. Spread out.
Back in Helvor. Oh, yeah, we're still following. Yeah, following Strahd. Right.
I am first going to check all the alcoves here again because I didn't get to fully see them all.
They are now devoid of bones. All the bones and remains are piled in the doorway. But there's just like sunken, rotten bed frames of like... This is clearly some sort of like dorm. Most likely for guards.
And essentially devoid of anything else interesting other than crap.
As we're walking, I'm going to speak to Tenebrous. Say, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. I'm already weak. Got any more magic left in? Walking with.
Struggle forges strength. You're not done until I say you're done. You have some fight left in you. And these companions you've surrounded yourself with are proving quite useful. Press on.
I feel emboldened by his words, but also very frightened.
So presumably Strahd went to the south. It loops around to the east, and there's a staircase up. This is a dead end. On the other side of the Bellevue's room was a wine cellar, but that also seemed to be a dead end with some bars covering it, and another staircase back up. But I don't know what's in that secret staircase. I'm not sure whether we should go up and in pursuit or look around here. Do we have some Taraka reading that I'm forgetting about that's relevant?
I think we're on our own. Can I have Angelo's light source on me? Because I'm just in pitch black all the time when Halvor disappears.
Yeah, 1 second.
Was the the secret entrance into Raden's chamber a staircase?
Look like steps, yeah.
Presumably going up as well.
Presuming these aren't the cells that Bellevue said somebody was in.
You didn't push for more detail at the time. They don't look like cells.
They don't look like cells.
No, they're just like alcoves in the wall. There's no doors or restraints or anything like that.
Okay. Hobbling slowly behind.
Oh, and the door over there, that led to a staircase and possibly one other direction that I didn't check. So, plenty of options. Many of them lead up.
Alright.
Which way do you think we should go?
What? Was that real?
That was you, wasn't it?
That wasn't me.
Where did that come from, DM?
Came from everywhere. Seemed to emanate from the floors and the doors and the ceiling.
Oh,
Do we
in this
recognise
room
the voice?
specifically?
Yeah,
Is it Vanya's voice? Do we recognise that scream?
I don't know. It was just a scream. Did you spend much time with Vanya? Make a perception check. Halvor
think Halvor
certainly
might have heard her scream.
never heard her screaming.
He rolled a really high skill check, though, didn't he? When he did the deed.
Yeah, but Havel's also really into choking, so...
Jesus Christ. You do not recognise the subtleties of the scream, Halvor. What we're doing, folks? Which room
I'm
we
gonna
coming
check
to?
this way. And I'm gonna go back in this door. Oh god!
What a perfect point to end the session.
No!
Would people have been following close behind Halvor? Or were you
No.
or were you in the car? What you are. Halvor, as you step there, you hear a tremendous crash, a heavy impact sound through this wall. As that happens, where's Bartandalis for his line of sight?
Can't see.
Yeah.
can see here.
Enormous bars fall down from the ceiling in that absolute comic book, in that cartoon style, surrounding you, Halvor, penning you in this square. Bartandalis, you begin to hear the crunch of what sounds like heavy stone and machinery. Halvor, you see the floor begin to disappear as you basically begin to rise in like a lift, taking you through the ceiling, trapped in bars. A moment later, if Bartandalis were to investigate the sound, he would look down and see a perfectly normal-looking corridor floor. Halvor.
I mean, how quickly did it happen? Would I have not, like...
It happens in basically a turn, so 6 seconds. And the same thing he hits as he steps on that panel, they drop and it's moving. So you would see like the ceiling beginning to slide back together, and you'd still absolutely hear that very, very heavy stone and metal scenery. Halvor, you just see through the bars in all directions stone sliding as you're clearly ascending at a rapid pace.
I just muttered to myself, "Oh, by the gods, Argenvost, don't fail me now."
Bartandalis, you see that Halvor is gone.
Guys! And did you say we're ending there?
What is it?
Well, we're not ending here.
Well, we've got a few more minutes.
Oh, okay, cool. You said that was a
You did
perfect.
say
Yeah, it was. It was, but then we've got a couple of minutes to see what you want to say about it.
Say, Halvor went up in the ceiling, and we're just gonna start bolting. Up.
Okay. Yeah, we will leave it there then. That's a good point. A good point to end it. So yes, a lot of combat, a lot of damage done to the party.
Yeah.
The heart destroyed. I did not expect the heart to get destroyed in 2 attacks. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have to attack it directly or something.
Yeah, I was heading down to attack the heart itself when I saw Strahd arrive. Like, I was like, right, we're going to have to destroy that before we can even damage him. But apparently not. So all we needed to do was damage Strahd.
I'll tell you once the campaign's over, the specifics of it, of how it worked. But yeah, very, very good. We got a couple of raids and that. We had almost 20 viewers, a couple of points there.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. But yeah, a very, very good session in Castle Ravenloft.
Yeah, good for Strahd.
He's such a pussy, running off all the time. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, I can fight you anytime. I can always beat you. By running away.
I mean, if you're dead at the end of it, then he's beaten you.
That, like, come on. Faces like a real grown-up.
Well, there we go. That's the strategy he's choosing to employ.
I'm going to challenge him to a duel.
Going to compel him.
Yeah. If we'd leveled up like one more time, I would have had a feature that was kind of like a taunt.
Nice. But yes,
Rip.
we will return next week. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us for... Oh, I've had a whiskey business redeemed. Excellent. I will pour one more whiskey before bed. But yes, thank you very much, everybody. It was a lot of fun. And we will be back here same time next week for further vague illusions of TPKs, but combat that get absolutely rinsed through. Although people are starting to get worn down now. 2 levels of exhaustion. Ooh,
And like 10 HP.
Yeah.
And 0 health potions left. Have we got two health potions left, is it?
Something like that.
We had like 12.
Yeah. You're taking such an interest in route round Ravenloft. I'm loving it. But yeah,
Need to find me some diamonds, man.
we will be back next week for more. Thank you very much, everybody. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.